Okay, and now this one's for Corinne. Corinne, you asked such a great question, and I'll give you guys all the background. You said, when you guided us to scan our body and look for an area of tension or energy, and then direct our breath there, I didn't know how to move my breath to the place that needed it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is not intuitive at all. At least it wasn't for me. It might be for some. I learned this method. It's called the caress of the breath, and it's actually from Casey Baker. She is the founder of WomanSpeak, which is a method I'm trained in with regard to helping people find their truest voice and learn to ground themselves in public speaking, but it works in a number of environments. In that, one of the things, the principles that's built upon is this idea that our body is so full of intuition and insight and wisdom. And so often we never even access that. We are so up here in this chatter in our head that's going constantly that we never really get to slow down, pause, check in with our body. Because if you think about it, your body is getting inputs all the time. I think it's my friend and therapist, Kim Stevens. She talks about this idea. There's research that shows that 95% of what you are taking in, all of the millions of bits per second that you receive as information, is going to your unconscious mind and into your body, as opposed to about 5% that goes to your conscious mind. Okay? Stay with me. I know this seems confusing. So if that's true, if only about 5% of the stuff we're taking in right now, so if you got 50 million bits of information coming in and it's being absorbed through your hearing and through your skin and through sense of smell and through instinct and just the way your body and receptors are taking something in, and only 50 of those 50 million bits of information are being registered in your conscious mind, then it stands to reason that there's a whole resourcing and body of wisdom from here down, right? But yet, when we're trying to find answers or find the right solution to something, or the next word we want to say when we're telling a story or giving a talk or speaking with our partner about something that's really vital, we scan our mind. We sit there and scan our mind. What's the right thing to say? What do I need to say right now? What do I need to bring forward? Where's the answer? When in actuality, if we take a breath and slow down and drop into our body a little bit and take inventory there, there's answers to be found. So back to the question that Corinne or Corinne, I like to get your name right, my friend. Back to the question that you asked me in the chat after yesterday's webinar. How do I do that? How do I direct breath to an area in the body? So here's what you do. You scan your body from head to toe. Just mentally scan your body. And what I instructed was, take that moment to just get quiet and still. Mentally scan. Right now I'm doing it as I talk to you. Scan your body, and I find myself actually in my hips. And you look for an area of tension or stress or energy, or maybe it's excitement. But you're looking for energy or tension, let's say. And when you identify that spot as you're scanning, then what you do is you deliberately take a breath and just send that breath there to that area. So in my case, I'm sending it to my hips right now. Like a caress. It's called the caress of the breath. Again, I credit Casey Baker with this, but it's brilliant. And you send that breath there, and you just picture that the breath just went over that area. Again, you're not trying to change it. You're not trying to make it any different. You're not trying to wrestle it or manipulate it into submission, make it go away. No, you're actually just partnering with that energy. I see it as a means of validating it or noticing it and going, I see you. Oh, I see you. What is it you have to tell me? What is it you want to say? And it's almost as though when I picture sending a breath or energy there, it's like a little bit of an unraveling of that tension or that feeling that I have there in my body. And it's like with that unraveling, is there something that needs to be expressed or just gets released, or the idea or the next words or the solution comes? You could call it black magic, call it what you will. I don't really care. All I know is it works. It works. So your question, Corinne, was I can't seem to direct the breath there. Can you be more specific? It's really just a visual. You're just practicing and developing a muscle that will grow stronger with use. But that muscle is scanning, taking the time to do it, noticing something, picturing sending the breath there. I almost picture, for me, it's like a ribbon. I picture a ribbon surrounding an area of my body and just going like this around it and just sending like an energetic caress around that. But you have to just practice it. It doesn't necessarily come naturally or easy. For many of us, this is a weird thing to slow down and even do something like that. So be gentle with yourself, give yourself incredible grace and kindness, and just keep trying it. And little by little, it will get easier. And it's just a simple practice. You don't have to make it any harder than it really is. It's very, very simple. Just identify, scan your body, identify any area that you feel is talking to you or calling to you or has tension or anxiety or feeling of any kind, and then picture taking a deep breath. Do it audibly and visibly too, and physically, and then picture that breath just going there and swirling around that and just validating, honoring it, seeing it, that part of your body. I hope that helps. You're awesome.